All right, as we mentioned, today is, of course, Veterans Day, and we know that those brave men and women who have seen the worst often have trouble talking about it.
That's right. So joining us today is Jessie and Katie Frewerd, and they're husband and wife. They are a singing songwriting duo who are using music to help veterans tell their stories. We're so excited to have you here. Good morning to both of you.
Morning.
Good morning.
Thanks for being here. Molly and I were just talking about it. How do you say thank you? Should you say thank you? I guess just before we kind of get into what you guys are doing, what do you guys prefer? What do you think people want to hear, or what do you say?
Yeah, I think you touched on it well, Tiffany. Just opening that space to thank the veteran and then leaving room for them to talk about it if they want to.
I think that's great. Katie, it's so nice to meet you. I met Jessie years ago. We were both at a rally for mental health, a walk there. So it's such a pleasure to see you and meet you. And thank you both so much for joining us.
Yes, it's
great to be here.
definitely.
And congratulations on your wedding.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, we just had our 1-year anniversary in September.
Yep.
Aww.
That's so cute. I love this picture. So tell us a little bit, Jessie, about why you think it's important to speak about your experiences and why you share your story and the challenges you've had with mental health with other veterans.
Sure. Yeah, I think it's important to speak about my experiences just so it can help others just kind of like get past like some of the troubles they may be facing themselves. Just opening up that door, like someone else has been there. I think it's so important to kind of combat the stigma associated with mental illness when you do that.
Mm-hmm. And I love what you say, where it's like, these are stories that civilians need to hear. And I think that's such a valuable point, is that we do need to hear the stories. We need to know about our history. We need to know about those we love who've put their lives on the line. And so you say with music, that's something, the stories that are hard for vets to tell, but we need to hear it, that music is that bridge. And I think we hear music so much being a way to reach veterans and help ease PTSD. There's so many different ways for that. How, in terms of the warrior songs, how are you finding that music is really bridging those stories?
So the album that our song will be coming out on in August of next year, that is an album that is basically just Vietnam veterans. So every album has a different topic. So I feel like that's really unique in a way that you can really delve into certain aspects of history in that way. And the songs themselves are written. Every song is written in for different stories. For every song is a veteran story. So yeah, and I think, do you want to go a little bit further on that?
Yeah, like music is just that bridge sometimes, like the real difficult things that there are to talk about. Music is just kind of that way to bring it around. I know, being a natural introvert, like music was that outlet for me to talk about my experience. So it kind of feels good. It does feel good to give back now that I know the first time I was on the show, Molly and Tiffany, that Creative Vets helped me put my story into a song. Now it feels good to kind of give back and come and do that for another veteran.
I appreciate that you do that. And Katie, what is it like for you to write music with Jessie and to try and share the experience with him and understand what he's been through and other veterans have been through as part of their service?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, writing these types of songs is very difficult because you want to get the story right. So you want to incorporate the imagery and make it a good song, but you also want to pay justice to the veteran's story. So in that way, it's pretty challenging, but I do see a night and day difference in Jesse's attitude towards his story while we do write and while he does sing the songs about his experience.
We're going to be hearing a little bit later to Mark's song, so I'd love to hear just a brief snippet about that, as well as we're running out of time, and I want to make sure we mention the Guitars for Vets tonight.
Yeah, so Mark's song, we just wanted to do it justice. So we took a snapshot of Mark Foreman's he's a Vietnam veteran, his experience in Vietnam, just kind of how he decided not to carry a gun, being a corpsman, and just kind of his physical as well as mental health recovery.
Yeah, we kind of we picked apart his an interview that we did with him, and we just mainly focused on his story when he was over in Vietnam, and a little bit of the chorus is about his recovery as well. So,
was his story made into a movie?
I don't think so.
I'm just curious because I saw a movie where somebody decided not to carry a gun. So I think
I know which one you're talking about.
Yeah, that whole concept I think is fascinating. Tell us really quick, because there's an event, Rock to Remember, tonight at 7:30. This is going to be streaming live, right?
Yes, on Gibson's Facebook. You can catch it there.
Wonderful. And I know that this will benefit Guitars for Vets, which is something that you've been part of for a long time, Jessie. So we look forward to hearing your song in just a little bit. Now we're going to share information about tonight's event. Thanks to both of you.
All right,
thanks, you guys.
Absolutely. And Guitars for Vets, Rock to Remember, is a live streaming event that's happening again tonight at 7:30. It's going to be live by the Live app and on Gibson's Facebook page. To donate, you can text G4V to 707070. So there you see it on your screen there. For more information, again, you can go to Facebook and make sure that you're part of that virtual event.